So,
All right, hey
we'll
peeps,
ask
how's it
Carl.
going? Hold on, we're already live, boys.
All right,
Already hit the
man.
button. All right, hey peeps, how's it going? So today we got another episode of Pistons Center Court. We have two guys who are out today, dealing with personal stuff. I know Trav has a power outage, so I'm sure if his power is back on before we are over, I'm sure he'll join us. But today we are joined by two people. Hopefully, one more will join as the show goes on. But let's start off with JMO. What's going on, JMO?
What's up, everybody? A lot of things going on with the Pistons right now, man. I'm excited, man. Let's go.
And then I guess last but not least, what's up, Carl?
What's good, man?
So, the summer league game went on when I was at work. I was wanting to catch glimpses of it. I was trying to stream it and work at the same time, but I'm not that talented. But I seen Bruce Brown drop the triple double. That is a very encouraging sign. I've liked everything that I have seen from the summer league team so far. Uh,
Except seeing Sekou.
I wish Sekou would play. I don't know what the dealio with that one is. I don't know if
I'm
he's
praying
truly
he
hurt.
plays next game.
That's what the
Yeah,
rumors are.
they were saying Sego could play next game.
I need you to prove me right so these Pistons fans can jump on the bandwagon.
Well, let me ask you guys this: if he doesn't, is he guaranteed a spot in the rotation? If he's not, odds are he's not going to be starting. But if he doesn't play in the summer league, is he guaranteed a spot in the rotation coming in off the bench right away, or are they going to hold him out?
Well, I don't know if the odds are that he's not starting because that's up in the air. But if he don't play in the summer league, that's the excuse for them to not start him. But I don't know. We'll see. He said we already on the bandwagon. It's plenty of people not on the Seiko bandwagon. Like people are literally asking, as much as I want Russ, people are literally asking, why would you trade Seiko for Russ? He ain't nobody. He ain't even played the game yet. Go ahead and trade him. I'm like, yo. Seiko, no, you don't trade him for any player.
You mean any player?
I mean, any player.
What if LeBron was available?
Well, unless Giannis was available,
Oh,
then
so,
he he
so
he,
not
he can
really
leave.
any player.
I mean, I thought about I don't know, man. Seku's pretty. I have a lot of faith in Seku.
I mean,
His
I mean, he,
athleticism at his age is just ridiculous.
you just can't give away an 18-year-old like that, man. That's unproven.
Yeah,
That's
man. I
unproven.
ain't giving away Seku, bro.
I mean, that dude's 18. Like he has like such a long career
He
that.
said Seku for Curry. I mean, well, yeah, I would trade Seku for Curry.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Bruce Brown's performance this summer playing the point guard?
Go ahead, Carl.
uh, I think Bruce Brown has played very well. I want to see my biggest problem with Bruce Brown so far is his inability to shoot the three ball right now. But besides that, I like what I saw so far. I liked his ability. I didn't know he was such a good passer. I like his ability to drive, but I like his ability to defend at times. I like his he's like a I like how he's in the pass lanes a lot. And I mean I just like how he's playing so far. He's brought out a lot of elements of his game that I never saw before. So it's kind of fun to see that.
He looks comfortable. Like he's not trying to force much. Like he looks like he's out there having fun. Only thing that
Yeah.
I don't like is he's throwing across his body a lot to the other court where he's getting picked off every once in a while.
Yes, I see that too.
What about you,
Yeah,
J-Mo? What
Bruce.
are you thinking about
I
him?
expected him to get better. Like I told a lot of Pistons fans, I'm not. I when a player got to learn how to shoot like Bruce, I get him at least 2 years before I expect to see something. So him not shooting the three ball doesn't help his case. But I'm not going to be too hard on him for that because it takes a while to learn how to shoot. Um, but his triple double is good that he's being able to impact the game other ways because last year he couldn't shoot, but he couldn't impact the game any other way besides defense. So good to see him playmaking because he did at sometimes look like a better playmaker than Reggie Jackson, but he was so out of control and up and down that he couldn't really focus. He's focusing a little bit more, but it's summer league. I want to see him do this in the NBA, but I'm glad what I've seen from him so far, but I expected him to play well in the summer league because he was playing in the NBA in the playoffs last year. So
What about Kyrie Thomas? Kyrie Thomas has been kind of the quiet guy. He had that one game he hit 7 threes. Relatively, then he hasn't been making a bunch of big highlight plays, but he's been effective. He's been efficient. Obviously, he hasn't been given as big as a role as Bruce Brown, but he's been
keep
effective.
telling y'all. I keep telling y'all, Kyrie Thomas is gonna be the person on the team that we gonna get no playing time. He gonna get traded and he gonna be torching us. Like we need to be. He needs to play more. I want to see him as a decision maker, but like I said, we putting all our stock in Bruce Brown for some reason.
Well,
It is what it is, man. So I don't know why they love Bruce Brown so much, but oh yeah, make sure you guys get them likes up for sure. I don't know why they like Bruce Brown so much, but they love him to death.
I mean, they both have potential, but I think Kyrie should have started over Bruce Brown last season. At least Kyrie's shot's ready to go right now. I'm not worried about it. Bruce Brown, I haven't really seen that shot fully on display yet. I don't have confidence in it. Like everyone's been hyping it up and everything. I think I've only seen him shoot it once, but again, I haven't been watching the summer league games because I've been
I
working.
mean, he's only made 1 3 the whole summer league.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. And people hyped up Bruce Brown's defense, but Kyrie Thomas is a 6'3" guard with a 6'10" wingspan. This dude is a great defender too, and he can shoot the ball. And we need that. We need that offense. And he is like I said, he can play defense too. I wanted him to start last year over Bruce Brown. Since they look, all I'm gonna say to all of the people that's listening is Kyrie Thomas since college has always been a better player than Bruce Brown. Now they happen to end up on the same team, but for some reason, the coaches are going with Bruce Brown. That's why we want to see Kyrie Thomas out there because we know that, or at least I know because I've been watching him since he was at Creighton. So I know he has talent. If we don't use him, we just gonna trade him away and he's gonna be torching us. I just I don't know, man. And he can really shoot. Like he has a nice pure stroke.
Watching him and Shaviv shoot has been very fun and entertaining. It looks like they're going in every time.
Yeah, man. Svi is a pure shooter. I didn't know that Kyrie Thomas was shot was. I mean, his shot is like beautiful to watch. I'm like, where did you get this jumper? Like he was shooting. He was more of a mid range guy in college, and slasher, but like he didn't have a jumper like this. But I don't know what he did with his shot, but it looked really really good. I'm like, yeah, we need him coming off the bench for us.
Yeah, even when I went to one of the even when I went to one of the Pistons games, I saw Kyrie Thomas warming up. I mean, his stroke looked beautiful. Honestly, I was like, why is this dude not getting playing time?
Dwayne Casey's an idiot, but it's cool.
I mean, yeah, because to me, I just have a problem with the Pistons. I'm listening to everybody. I'm listening to commentators talk as the game goes on, and they're putting too much stock into Bruce Brown because they're saying, "Oh, Bruce Brown, he's going to play point guard this year. He's going to do this year." I'm like, talk about the other guys. Like,
How about
what's
he
the
get
other guys on
traded
this
this
team?
year? What you talking about?
So
Really,
what?
this summer league really should be about Seiko Speed and Kyrie. Bruce Brown, like I just said, he played in the NBA last year and was solid enough on some night. Of course, he's gonna play well in summer league. That's
Yeah,
just that's just a
yeah.
given. Like you see what Mitchell Robinson was doing. Like, come on, like he was playing in the NBA last year. So I expect that from him. But the guys like Kyrie and Fee is the and Seiko, the guys I want to see more. I expect I'm not gonna take nothing away from his triple double. I'm not. But I expect him to play well, is what I'm saying. And
I
Matt
mean, yeah.
McLeod said, how about that boy Carson Edwards in Boston? Yeah, I told y'all. It's my victory lap right now. I was hyping up Carson Edwards for months. I know the NBA ain't started yet, but it ain't gonna matter. Once he gets to the NBA, he's gonna be doing the same stuff, bro. Like we should have got Carson Edwards, and we will forever regret it as he tortures us for years to come because Boston are our enemies. So get prepared for him to sauce Bruce Brown in the face, mouth with a three, do him like Trae Young did him. I told y'all about Carson Edwards. I told y'all he was that dude. So I'm very upset because I hate the Boston Celtics with all my heart. But it's cool.
I don't
You
like
know
all
the
this
sad
Dwight
part.
Howard stuff in the chat, man.
You said
You
what?
know, the
Look at the
sad part
chat.
about
Everyone's
Carson
talking about
Edwards
Dwight
is that
Howard.
I've been hyping
No, hold
Carson
on,
Edwards
hold on,
up.
hold on. You said what, Drew?
Look at the chat. Everyone wants Dwight Howard all of a sudden.
Why you on
Why?
Dwight Howard?
The
Man,
dude
no,
said his
you don't
ego's
get that
dead.
old. I make cupcakes and I invented bakeries, man, boy.
After last year, man, I think his career might be done for, man.
Yeah, I'm good on Dwight Howard. Why
Yeah,
they
I
saying
definitely want
Dwight
Dwight
Howard coming
Howard.
to Detroit? No,
Mm-mm.
bro, y'all need to chill. Make sure you guys like the video, man. We got 57 people in here. You know, we need to get some more likes up there. Let's get to 100 today. You know,
I don't want none of that Dwight drama.
Blue Silver Phantom, I agree with you. We got Carson Edwards. We wouldn't need Westbrook. Hashtag facts. I won't want Westbrook.
I've been
I'm
hyping up
telling you,
Carson
y'all,
Edwards.
Carson is about to be mouthing people all year. I feel like he about to average like 16, 17 a game, man. Like, it's about to be bad.
Yeah, if he gets playing time, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
I've been hyping up Carson Edwards since 8th grade, bro, and that's sad. I know about this kid like for a while, man.
Devin 99. It wasn't just the Pistons looking at Stoudemire. It was like 10 other teams. So let's not put no
It's their
stock
job
into
as the
that.
front office to look at everybody because some of these guys do have some good comeback years. So I mean, you can't really fault the Pistons for going out and looking at talent for the.
Yeah, and you know, my Stoudemire is one of them guys that, you know, he stopped playing at like 33.
Yeah. And he was still effective, man. When he was playing
Right.
for
So,
Miami,
you
he was still a
know,
good role player.
I'm not saying he's an NBA level player at all. All I'm saying is if he worked his body for 3 or 4 years, it's still, you know, he might be, you know, better than some of these trash guys in the NBA. Who knows? He might be better than Zaza. We don't know that. Not saying he is, but Zaza's pretty bad.
I'll go ahead and
Pretty
say
low
he's better.
bar.
I'll go out on a limb and say he's better.
See, so we don't want him or anything. We just looking, man. We doing it's called due diligence. You know, we don't get on the Lions when they do this, do their due diligence and go look at everybody and Bob Quinn is being his mastermind self. It's just called due diligence. Back to the summer league. Jordan Bone had a good game.
He did.
I'm loving what I'm seeing from him, and I hope he can get some more playing time. What you think about that, CA3?
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching the guy since Tennessee. I watched him especially a lot last year. I think he's a very good player. I think I like how he plays defense and he has that dog mentality. I hope he gets more playing time. I don't think he'll get playing time this year. I think he'll be a G League guy this year just because the Pistons. That's just what the Pistons do. But you know, hopefully he gets some playing time soon. And we'll see what happens with him.
What do you think about him playing a 2 guard?
Who?
Bone.
Yeah, I think he should play point guard. I don't think he should play 2 guard. I don't see him as a 2 guard.
Oh, I think right now, obviously, without doing any trades, the way the Pistons are set up right now, your starter is going to be Reggie Jackson. Your sixth man is going to be Derrick Rose. You're still going to need a third option at point guard, and I think they're kind of saving that for Bruce Brown or Shaviv because they have
Yeah,
point guard.
they're gonna have Bruce Brown play point guard this year. That's what I'm hearing.
So that kind of leaves an opening for shooting guard. You got Luke Kennard, you got Kyrie Thomas, you got Shaviv. Bones kind of getting lost in this conversation because he is good enough to be on the main roster. I do believe.
No, he's good enough to be on the roster, as Carl said. It's the Pistons, so they're idiots, so they're gonna send him to the G League because he's definitely good enough. I would rather have him on the roster than Lason Galloway. Like seriously, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I know he can. I know he can give me something, man. And I know he's gonna give effort. I know he's not a one-trick pony. That's what I know about him already. So I would much rather have him on the team than a Langston Galloway.
That's a good problem to have, though, man. Because
ain't if Langston make the team.
Well, for once in our life since the 04 Pistons, this has probably been the most competitive roster for the Detroit Pistons just to make it and get a spot in the rotation. This can be nothing but good. So say someone doesn't pan out. Say you don't like Tim Frazier, he's not going to work out. Say you don't like.
Oh, I forgot we had him. He's trash.
I know.
Man.
You got a bunch of guys that can fill in these spots. You got a lot of opportunity, and that's why this team's doing so well in the summer league. Is these guys are fighting for something. They're trying to prove to Dwayne Casey, to Ed Stefanski, that they did the right thing by picking him. They have a lot to prove, and it's not going to stop here in the summer league. When preseason starts, they're going to try to continue to do the same thing, which that would be probably a little bit more interesting because they'll get more playing time against more NBA players than just guys who be playing in the G League and people from Croatia and China and all these other foreign people who can't cut it in the league. They'll have some more competition come preseason, so they're fighting for something, man.
Yeah, they're fighting for something, but the Pistons always make the wrong decisions. That's all I'm
Yo, I'm here.
saying. We got a lot of comments. Make sure you guys like the video.
What's up,
Yeah,
yo?
personally, or what's up, Bravo? I mean, personally,
Tim
I think
Frazier, I don't like Tim Frazier at all, man. What's up, Bravo?
What's up?
Yeah, even Speed. Yeah, I want Speed playing back. I want him playing back up point guard. To me, Derrick Rose is a scorer. He's supposed to come on. I mean, he can play make. That's great, but he's supposed to come off the bench and score. That's what I want. I want Speed to be the backup point guard. Or just take that Blake Griffin role when Blake Griffin's on the court and he handles the ball. Sometimes take that role with the bench unit and handle the ball. Be one of the ball handlers. Man, Speed, man, I love Speed. Speed, like, is the reason why if we got rid of Luke Kennard for a trade, I would be okay because we got Speed. I've been hyping him up since we traded for him for Reggie Trashlock. So, I mean, and he has a really nice skill set. I mean, Bravo.
Yes.
Bruce Brown got a triple-double in the summer league. What you think about how he's been playing so far?
Yeah, I'm very impressed. The thing I like the most about him so far, he's making the assists, which is something I couldn't imagine him doing that. Also, he's not making a lot of turnovers. That's a huge deal for him. The turnover is a huge part of the player of the point guard. Now, he still has a lot of missing. Of course, he still not shooting, missing, still floaters are missing, but he is also trying to penetrate, trying to finish at the lane and dishing. So I really like this so far. I think he has better potential to be our third point guard than Tim Frazier. And I think I could see him taking a backup point guard if D Rose is injured.
That's very possible with D Rose too. You got to remember that he's bound to miss at least 20 games.
Yeah.
At the very least, he will miss 20 games. So that's why I didn't want this guy. I still don't know why Pistons fans wanted this guy.
Who?
Like we can book him in for 25 games missed, and the season ain't even started because we just know.
Who are you talking about?
Derrick Rose.
J-Mo, you got to look at how much money we have in the free agency and how much we can spend, how wise we did. We did excellent, man. We couldn't get a better deal than
We don't
him.
need an injury-prone Derrick Rose when we got young guys on the team that need opportunity like Svi and Bruce Brown and Kyrie Thomas.
Perfect sign. I mean, I think it's just a perfect signing for us because he's a veteran.
A perfect signing. Oh my!
I think he's a perfect signing. He's a veteran.
No.
He's gonna dish his out. He's gonna
play 50, 40 games.
He's gonna make a difference for those 20 games. Trust me, man. He's gonna make a difference for those 20, 40 games for us. You'll see that. He is different than Ish Smith for sure.
It's not like he won't make a difference. He's going to score, but I still want my young guys to get that opportunity, like Kyrie Thomas and Svi and Bruce Brown and Jordan Bone. I want those guys to.
Of course, I'd love that.
All these other point guards on the team, these Tim Fraziers and Derrick Rose and guys like that. So that's what I'm saying. And like I said, he's not gonna be playing, and we don't know. He could go out when we need him most. Like we trying to make a playoff push and get hurt towards the end of the season. So it's a long season, man.
No, I think he's a good signing. I think the only guy I can see us missing was
should have got Steph Curry.
But we're not getting
that. Would have been a much better. Somebody who can shoot the ball.
He doesn't want to come here, dude. Better. Some players don't want to come here in Detroit. You know, this guy is from the Midwest. D Rose is from the Midwest. You got to respect that.
It's D Rose. To come here.
D Rose is from the Midwest, from Chicago. Some people like to live they appreciate living here, and I like that. Some people live all in the summer and the beautiful areas. They don't want to come here. You see Westbrook, what he's doing right now. Some people are like that, man. Some people just don't really care. They don't really care about the organization. They don't want to play for you just because of the bad weather. This guy, I appreciate D Rose because he wants to play for us, and he wants to come here in the Midwest. He's been playing in Minnesota and Chicago. Now he wants to come to Detroit. So I respect that, man. I take a guy.
That's all good and all, but I don't know how many players that we done signed that didn't want to be here. Let's be honest. Every player will be
Uh,
signed and be excited to be in Detroit.
hey, you saw KCP. KCP, he didn't want to stay here. Some people
But
Stanley
I'm talking about
Johnson.
people we signed in free agency. I'm not talking about
Oh,
somebody
free
who left.
agency.
That's because we overpay for him. I mean,
Because we
look what
don't
we had
need
to
him
do to
here.
Right? You
trade. Look what
will
we had to do to trade
Marquise
Wilson and
Morris say
James.
anything bad about being in Detroit? No.
No, Markieff Morris.
All
You know
right,
why
he
he?
want to be here, so I'm saying. Let's read some of the comments and then we get
Yeah,
back to
go for
you,
it.
Drew. They're gonna let they're going to get the place fee, and the other youngster Rose will miss some games, but that's good. If none of them step up, he will be back. D Rose sits out. He don't be hurt. I don't know. We're gonna put D Rose on load management now.
I mean, here's my thing with the D Rose signing. To me, there's pros and there's nowhere close to a perfect signing. I mean,
Yeah, at all.
there's pros and cons to the signing. I mean, to me, how I view it, I mean, it messes up our spacing a little bit, and he's gonna miss a lot of games. But
I mean, but he
but I
better than
see it. I
Reggie
mean,
Jackson though. That's the only
it's a
thing.
good
Like
it's
it's
a
like
good
Reggie
veteran
so
signing.
bad that we gotta settle for D
Like
Rose.
the good thing about Derrick Rose is that I know what I'm getting from him. I know he's gonna score. I mean, I know what he's gonna do. It's just I just don't. I'm just not sure if he can play any games.
Remember, for that price, I'd take it. It's a perfect signing for me for
I mean,
that price.
but I'll take him. But I just hope he plays enough games.
That's fine. Even if he doesn't
And
play
I
enough
want
games,
That's not
it's fine.
fine, man. You can't just accept a player who's not gonna be
it's
there.
not fine though. But
That's
if you're
fine.
not gonna play games, it's not fine though.
Which one you would rather take? You would rather take Ish Smith full 70 or 60 games with trash Ish Smith than D Rose 50 games.
Hey,
I'd
Ish
take.
Smith is great in the regular season. I don't know what you're
Yeah,
talking
he
about.
was good too. I like him too. But hey, we didn't want to
Yeah,
go
so
with
what you talking about? What's the spec on Ish name? Ish was cold now. It's
who
just
else
the
you want.
playoff. We had to move on from him.
I mean, the guy was. I
And
mean,
Ish played more games, man. Ish was the playmaker on the team.
yeah, but I mean, D Rose is better. I think, even in the
He is
50
better.
games, better than Ish Smith.
I mean, there goes obviously is
Man,
better,
Galloway need to get traded.
but Galloway just need to go, man. He need to go.
Who?
Galloway, he taking young talents playing time, bro. He need to
Yeah, I
go.
think so. He got to be either released or packaged. I think so.
Right.
Read some
Okay,
comments.
so do you any other players stand out for summer league for you, Bravo?
Players stand out in the summer league. I think I'll take Bruce Brown, man, for our team or for all
I
the
said
teams.
besides Bruce Brown.
Oh, besides Bruce Brown, I mean, I really like Kyrie Thomas and Zv. Both look really solid. Kyrie Thomas can shoot it. That's I love about it, and I like that he's a stand shooter. He can just fill the role of Galloway instantly. Galloway is just sit in the corner and shoot. Kyrie has been doing this, so I think he's going to be perfect for Langston Galloway. Zv is something unpredictable. That's what I like about him. You don't know what he's gonna do, so that's what I really like about Zv.
What do you guys feel about Dante Hall?
I like him. I like him a lot, man. I like his energy, and what is he, a power forward or a center?
He's a center. I mean, he's like a
He's
power
only
forward
like
center.
6'10" though, right?
He's like a power forward and center. Come on.
Yeah, I mean like his height, but I like him. I like him a lot. I mean, he could be an energy bunny off the bench if we give him a chance. But will we give him a chance? The world may never know. So I hope we do give him a chance. I like what I've been seeing. I like what I've been seeing from him. He might be able to help us protect the rim and play some defense, and he'll be able to finish. I'm cool with him.
I think he's a good backup for Dre, man.
I don't know about backup for Dre, but he's a good backup for sure.
Right now,
Hey man, you got to give people a chance though. You really don't know.
It's hard. It's hard to be a backup for Dre. Nobody replaces Dre, man.
I mean, all I gotta say when I watch Dante Hall,
I really like him.
it just makes me want him on my team because I just know I'm gonna get effort from him every night.
Yes, he's like Eric Moreland. Reminds me of Eric Moreland. Even better though.
Because like the first like today for example, like right when he got in the game, like he had like a chase down block, and now he chased down block. That dude is just everywhere.
Noah Anderson says, "Do you guys like fetus, deletus, or vetus?" Man, I call him Servetus or Trashes.
Exactly.
Look, this is what I'm gonna say about Servetus, man. He just over here to get some run, get some playing time, and go back home and play ball in Lithuania. So let's chill on him a little bit. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
He's a kid.
Right, he's not really ready for this yet.
All I gotta say, man, he need to eat some chicken. He need to drink some milk. I don't know what he needs. He needs something.
He need a lot of something. Yeah, Matt Costello is overrated, but I like Hall.
How do you like Utah? Utah looks nice, man, but I don't know how old is this kid.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's okay.
I mean, he's
No,
solid,
it's Servetus or Trashes. Yeah, I know Devin 99. No, his shot is great. He can shoot, but like I said, like I was saying earlier, in our last special episode of Pistons Center Court that we did on CA3 Sports Talk channel, I was saying that he can shoot, but what else can he do? Like Luke Kennard can put the ball on the floor, can score. He has this nice finesse and smoothness he can use to score on the inside, and he can play make. Speed can literally be a point guard. He can break you down off the dribble and score on you, and he can shoot and play defense. So, Servetus is just out there shooting. We need more from him. But like I said, man, the kid is like 2 pounds. So it is.
All right, you guys ready to crank it up a notch?
Yep.
Are you ready for it?
Russell Westbrook.
Are you ready for it? That's the real question.
I mean, I'm ready, bro. I got everything, bro. I got the
All
full
right.
arsenal.
Let's start with you since you got the most to say about it. Why do you
No, man,
want
we ain't gonna
Westbrook
start with
here?
me. You can't start with the full arsenal, man.
All right. We'll start with the youngin. What about you, Carl? What do you think about
Oh,
Westbrook coming here to Detroit, man?
Westbrook going here to Detroit. Here's how I view it, man. If you, I want to win now, right? I want to win right now, and I just want to win right now, man. I'm tired of getting kicked out in the first round every year, man. It gets annoying after a while. But to me, there's a lot of there's pros and cons to this move, but to me, the pros outweigh the cons because first of all, to me, if you make this move, like, I mean that's really that's three All Stars on one team, and to me, if you were to get Russell Westbrook, I mean, like, you could easily get star talent for not terribly that much. Like, you're not going to get, like, to me, you're not going to get another star like this for as cheap as you could get him. And also, he's going to give you, he's better than any other. I mean, to me, he'll be, I mean, it's just a great superstar that you get for cheap. I mean, to me, you can't really pass that up unless Seku's in the deal. Or, I mean, unless really Seiko's in the deal or too much young talent's in the deal, to me, there's no way to pass it up. I mean, like, I'm going to take him because
Sekou
I
can't
know.
be in the deal. Sekou just signed with us, so we can't trade Sekou until like November. So Sekou stays no matter what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I would take him though for sure. It just I just don't want to pay too much for him. But it's not
I
really a
mean,
great.
people don't. I mean, we could always ask him to restructure. Who knows? He might actually do it.
I mean, to me, it's not really great. To me, it's not really a great long term deal. I mean, long term trade, but it's a very good 2 to 3 year deal because I know we're gonna be at least a top 4 seed in the East guaranteed. And so that's how I view it, and I don't think and Blake wouldn't have to carry the team anymore. So that's why I like the deal. If it were to happen, that's why I would like the deal.
All right, Bravo. Let's get your input on this, man.
That's a really good question. I'm actually gonna say it again. I'm torn apart between yes and no because I feel like this guy could definitely. We're not gonna get a star caliber guy like Russell Westbrook in the next 10 years with this current cheap price. I can tell you that. I don't think we got a better chance of getting a guy like him in the current status because I heard that he's cheap, but at the same time, I feel like we have to give up assets for him. And I feel like we end up giving either Sekou or Kennard or even both. I feel like we shouldn't do that because we have a new coaching staff and a new front office starting fresh. We're not in the era of Stan Van Gundy, the panic era that we need to get Blake immediately. Oh, we need to trade in immediately. We're not in that philosophy anymore. We're starting fresh. We're building a young team. We got to take it patience. And I would agree with Nam, who's not on the show here today. We'd rather play it safe and slow and build the process. I mean, we're doing a slow building, and I think that gives us a better chance on the long run in the future than going taking a high risk on him. And I guess, and again, I'm not opposing the trade. I'm thinking we should go with the trade, and if the right price is up, if we give up something without Reggie, not Kennard or Seiko, I'm up for it, and I think he's definitely gonna I support. I go with Carl. I think we're gonna be probably a top three, top four seed, and we can get a chance to play on a second round of the playoff, and even maybe make the finals. I can see us making the finals, but I don't know if we can win the finals, the Eastern Conference Finals. That's debatable, and it's really tough to make a decision on. So I'm not really sure, really at this point. And either way, I'm started to believe he is not coming to Detroit because it looks like he wants to go to Miami, and OKC wants to really support his wishes. So they are really trying to work a deal with Miami these days, and I don't feel like he's coming to Detroit. What do you think, JMO? Drew.
Well,
Damo can go. Thinking about it, he got to gather his thoughts there very quick.
no, so I was gonna say, Devin 99 said, that Blake and Westbrook was training in the summer last year. You know, it's funny. I seen that video when they actually did it a year and a half ago. I thought it was kind of unusual, but I mean, Blake did go to Oklahoma, but they, their chemistry did look nice. But that's out of the NBA. Chemistry did look nice. It was solid. I was surprised to see them working together. But uh, when it comes to Westbrook and people, I know a lot of people we want to build and stand pat with what we got, but y'all trying to trade Blake Griffin too. So it's like y'all want to go right back down to the bottom. And all I know is the Pistons have been irrelevant the last 5 years. Went to the first round, got swept twice, most playoff losses without a win in NBA history. Like, this is horrible. The state that we're in. And I think with Westbrook on the team, we could win games. We could advance further in the playoffs, and Westbrook in the East would be the best point guard in the East. So, and then Blake his load will be easier. He won't have to do everything, and he has somebody else that can play make, so he can focus on scoring the ball. Westbrook plays defense. He rebounds. We don't have to worry about none of that triple double stuff here because Andre is here, so he's not gonna average a triple double. Nor will he try to, like some people try to say. I don't understand that. So we don't have to worry about none of that chatter. But it's just gonna improve the team. And for all the people that you want to build, I'm just asking y'all in 6 or 7 years of building, because that's what y'all want to do. Because in the NBA, you succeed with star power. This building stuff works. This what happens. A team builds a really good team, and then they end up with a star somehow, whether it's by drafting or some other way. But you can keep building the team all you want until you get that star. So all I'm saying is we can build for 6 or 7 years, but will we be in the Eastern Conference Finals? Will we make the second round of the playoffs? How many times will we do it? Or will we just be fighting to make the playoffs and be a first round exit every time we do make the playoffs? I don't want another 6 or 7 years of that. No more stars here. I'd rather win now, and I just don't understand the concept of, even with Westbrook on the team, we can still build. It will be a slower and smarter build, but we'll still have some pieces on the team because we've been assembling some pieces. We still got guys like Servetus lying on wait to come help the team when he can. So we can still build with Westbrook on the team as long as we don't give up 4 first-round picks or something crazy like that. But we can still build after the first couple years.
Here's the thing about the 6 or 7 year rebuild that you touched on, though. you we had good pieces. You look at Didwitty, you look at Chris Middleton. Both those guys have turned out to be really good players, and we traded away for nothing. When we got nothing to show for those players, we let them walk, and now they're both going to be effective for Milwaukee. I mean, Chris Middleton just got
Oh, we
paid.
got Luke G in the building. Shout out Luke G, man.
Dinwiddie is going to be a very good six man, if not a starting shooting guard for the Nets. I'm not sure how he's going to fill in while Kevin Durant's out. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. But nonetheless, once Katie comes back, the Nets are going to be championship contenders, and he's going to have a chance to go to a ring. The Bucks are championship contenders. Middleton's got a chance to go to a ring. We had both those guys. Not saying that would be in championship contenders with either one of those guys, but we traded them both away. They would have been very good pieces to have around Drummond. I mean, you wouldn't have to have Reggie Jackson here, so that trade doesn't happen. You wouldn't have to have Blake Griffin here, so you wouldn't have to worry about trading people away. Tobias could still be here. Not sure if you pay him the same amount of money that Philly just paid him or not. But you get the point. This is really a different era because Bravo touched on it. Stan Van Gundy panicked. He made a lot of bad moves in this rebuild. If he would have just stayed focused, trust the draft picks, give them a chance, develop the talent that he drafted, give them the opportunity that they needed. He had some good players on the team, but they never had the ability to shine. So when you have these guys on your bench that you don't see, you look at Henry Ellenson. You didn't really get to see him play that much. He played more for the G League than he did for the Pistons. We caught him. He goes to the Knicks, and he starts dropping 30 points every once in a while. You're like, what is that? How come we never seen that? The Pistons have
Well,
to get
I'm
young
just gonna
pieces.
ask this. If Westbrook goes to Miami, we don't get him. 6 years from now through building, will we be in the Eastern Conference Finals? Will we be a contender? Do you think?
If they can draft right, if Sekou can turn out to what we think he can be, I trust Dwayne Casey and Ed Stefanski drafting. The key thing is drafting and making sure you can develop those players over time.
Well, all I know is we gave up on Carson Edwards for Servetus and Jordan Brown. So that the drafting thing is up in the air with the Pistons. Their track record, man. They got lucky with Seiko. Because I bet if he wasn't there, they would have did something stupid.
Just don't panic, okay? Because my whole train of thought is this: we need
better.
We need another superstar. I'm not denying that. We need someone of that caliber. But Westbrook's 30. How many more years in his prime? He's got maybe 3-4 years left in his prime where he's going to be at the top. His best career numbers are behind him. He's not going to be the same Westbrook. Blake Griffin had the career year of his, I guess, life, if you want to word it that way. He's not going to be the same Blake Griffin this year. He's not going to put up those same numbers and carry us the way he did. He can't.
I don't know, but I disagree with that. I think Blake Griffin's going to be great this year.
I didn't say he was going to be garbage, but he's not going to have the career highs that he had. That was unreal.
Well, Westbrook's on the team, he wouldn't, but I think he's still averaged like 24 points a game and shooting.
Yeah, I didn't say he's going to fall off a cliff. He's just not going to have.
I mean, you say he's not going to be as good. Last year, he like what 25, 8 and 5. I think he can duplicate that, especially with more help.
I don't know if
you're around more players, it gives you more space to operate. I mean, Blake Griffin got double teamed and destroyed at the rim millions of times. Like when Westbrook's on the court, you're not going to be able to do that.
If you give Blake Griffin floor spacing and shooters, you don't have to worry about that because he can drive and kick it out. When you got Langston Galloway and Ish Smith,
that's definitely true.
You
still need somebody to pass the ball.
I mean, you got to
like Reggie Jackson. You need somebody to pass the ball.
This is going to be the Allen Iverson trade 2.0.
I don't think so, man.
I think so. All-star. I think it can be like that. I think so. I agree.
He's going to sell tickets. He's going to sell jerseys. Everyone's going to be at LCA.
How far did the Pistons team go in the playoffs with AI?
Did they even make the playoffs that year?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not going to be like the Allen Iverson situation. We making the playoffs, and we're going to be a competitive team in the East. It's completely different.
But they're still not winning. So why do you trade these draft picks and young talents if you're not going to get a championship? They're not going to beat Milwaukee.
I think so. I don't think we can beat them.
You don't have to go get a superstar just to guarantee you winning the championship. You can be competitive.
But why trade so much? They're going
to instead of being the 6th seed.
They just try
to saying, man. Like you don't have to. Everybody, only one team win the championship every year, man. If that was the case, why would the Clippers go get Kawhi and Paul George? It's not guaranteed they're gonna win a championship, but they did it because they think they can.
Yeah, but now they're the favorite team in the NBA to get a ring. The
Yeah,
Pistons
but it doesn't mean that it's gonna happen.
Yeah, but they made a move aggressively where now they are legit in championship contention. You get Westbrook here, we're not in championship contention.
Exactly. Morgan tries. We are in championship contention. What Russell Westbrook is better than
I,
any draft pick we
so
can
so
get
here's
or free agent who will come here. Yeah, that's what
that's a
I'm
good.
saying. Man.
I don't
He's
mean to
better than any
interrupt.
player will get. If we don't get him, I'm not tripping. But all I'm saying is Joel Embiid is an injury-prone superstar. All he got to do is get hurt at the wrong time, and that's our window opportunity. Milwaukee is a great team, but they aren't unbeatable. No, nobody is unbeatable. So, I mean, we still got Pistons fans thinking we would have gave the Raptors trouble because of what happened in the regular season. Like, so I'm just saying they're not unbeatable.
So
Especially if
let me
you
add
got
a
the
point
guard
here.
in the conference,
Can I add a
along with
point?
the best power forward, and Andre.
Yeah, I'd like to add a point in here. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
So I
yeah, I
think
agree with you.
you're right. We are in championship as a contender if we manage to keep our young cores with Westbrook. If we
Right.
manage to keep Kennard and Seiko both, and maybe Zv, or maybe I don't know if we can do it that way. If we keep those current roster and just upgrade Reggie and Galloway with Westbrook, I think we got a decent chance. Because I don't care about the future first, second, or future 3 years of first round picks. They expect it to be late first round picks. We don't really benefit from these much. So if that the way we're gonna deal with, I think we got a chance. But if we
Yeah,
giving
I
up
mean
young
that's
assets
like
like Kennard and Seiko, we're not gonna chance. I don't think so.
no. First of all, I told you, Bravo, a million times. Sekou is not going anywhere. He's the most untouchable player on the team right now. But well, in this trade, if it was to happen potentially, Svi or Kennard would have to get traded. Personally, I love them both. So I'm of the you. If you keep one of them, then I'm cool. If you keeping Kennard or Svi or Kennard, and you keeping Seiko and Drummond, and then you got Blake, you got Westbrook, Derrick Rose still on the team, you got Marquise Morris coming off the bench, maybe still have Tony Snell, and maybe Bruce Brown. And if you don't have Bruce Brown, you got Kyrie Thomas. So it works that way. And the way to keep your players is to give up draft picks. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask everybody in the chat because we've been discussing this. I'm gonna ask everybody in the chat. We got 74 people in the chat. Come on, guys, let's get some more likes on the video so we can get that to 100, man. We need to get to 100 tonight.
Hit that like
Well, I'm
button.
just saying that I'm gonna ask everybody in the chat. Would y'all rather give up more first round picks and keep Speed and Luke Kennard, or give up the first round picks? Because if you could keep Speed, if you could keep Luke Kennard, but you had to give up 3, 4 first rounders or 3 first rounders and like 3 second rounders, would you be willing to do that? Because if I could keep Luke Kennard and Speed and I got to give up 4 first round picks, I don't know. I might put all my chips into the table, you know?
Yeah, I think I would give up like a couple of first round picks, maybe a couple of second round picks, Bruce Brown, maybe, and Kyrie. I would give up also those picks. So I would do it that way if possible. Keep Zv, or maybe
They
Zv or
gonna want
Kyrie, one of
somebody,
them.
bro. Though. So that's what I'm saying. You either give them somebody or you give up a lot of first round picks.
I mean,
Especially
I'd
if you're
rather give
trying to
him first
dump
round picks.
Reggie and Langston on him, you're going to have to give him a ton of draft picks because they really do not want Reggie Jackson. They already had him once.
Yeah, but
I'd
I
give him
mean, I
picks.
can give up 3 first round picks if
Three
we
is
can
too
keep
much,
Luke
maybe.
and Fee on the team.
Maybe three is too much, but I
If
give
you
him a
get
couple.
Westbrook, you need to keep both of them for floor spacing purposes.
I mean, yeah,
Yes,
like I've already said, Russell Westbrook he's never played with a shooter as good as Luke Kennard besides Kevin Durant. I mean, Luke Kennard can really
He
shoot the
just played
ball.
with
He
Paul
needs a player
George.
like that. Paul George didn't shoot 40%. He shot 37
He just had a career year. He was third in MVP voting.
because of Westbrook.
I know you just said you didn't put with a great shooter.
I
Paul
said
George
he
got
didn't
there
have played
himself.
with a shooter as good as Luke Kennard besides Kevin Durant. That's what I said.
that's true.
Is Paul
That's
George
true.
a better shooter than Luke Kennard?
Yeah.
No, he's
Probably,
not.
probably right now, but maybe in the future,
Paul
Luke Kennard
George
is going to
gets
be
way more
definitely better.
opportunity. He shoots the ball way more than Luke does.
And Luke shoots 40%, bro. Did you see him in the
And
playoffs?
he doesn't get that many opportunities.
He got a lot of opportunities in the playoffs and shot 39% from three, bro.
games, dude. That's only 4 games.
Actually,
Of him
J-Mo,
getting opportunity,
let
man.
him
Luke
shoot
is
like that.
he's a way better shooter than Paul George, bro.
It's not a fair comparison.
Yes,
So
it is.
J-Mo-
They called Luke the best shooter in the draft that he was in. And since he's been drafted, he has a higher shooting percentage from three than everybody in his draft class.
Because he's been
The
limited.
dude is a shooter. That's all I'm saying. Paul George is
J-Mo.
a scorer. He
Uh,
this is the first year he's ever shot 37%. Before that, he was never shooting 37%. Luke been shooting 40 since he got in the league. That's all
It's
I'm saying.
true. It's true. One thing, J-Mo,
Right, I gotta take my dogs out. I'll be right back.
in the playoffs,
Like Paul George, yeah, he shoots 36-37% from three, but he's not a shooter like Luke. Luke is a pure that dude
It's
shoot
more
like you don't
accurate.
want to leave him open because you're scared. Mario Kart said Seiko is a way better 3-point shooter than Paul George. I'm not gonna go that far. I won't go that far.
Dude, I just read that Luke Kennard shot 60% from three in the playoffs. I can't
Yes,
believe
so
that.
60% from the playoffs, and then he shoots 50% from the field, averaging 15 or 16 a game.
Yes,
Like that's crazy.
15 point a game.
Like shooting 50%, like. And that's in the playoffs against a top defensive
Yeah.
team. I mean, they was triple teaming and double teaming Luke Kennard. It was actually funny to watch because you like, why are they double teaming this little guy over here, man? Because he's shooting the lights out the ball. That's why.
Yeah, one thing though, J-Mo, I don't know why you keep bringing Seiko is not being traded. I know for sure
He's
you're saying the
not.
truth.
Bravo. I mean,
Look,
Drew just said that you
I
can't
know.
trade him because we just got him.
Yes, but I have seen multiple trade rumors mentioned in Seiko, which kind of scares me off, man.
They can
That's why
mention
I'm
whatever
saying.
they want to mention, man.
That's what they're saying. I'm telling you, this is Seiko has been mentioned multiple times in trade rumors.
I agree with what Devin99 said. He said KD's and PG-13 best years are with Russell, but people call him a ball hog. They just hate him. Well, that's facts. But like I said, people don't care about the facts, man. Russell Westbrook is a great playmaker, and the media just perpetuates, just like with the Lions, man. The media just perpetuates this negative connotation on the way he plays basketball. I watch him I watch him pass the ball. He's not a good shooter. No one will argue that, but that's his only flaw. He's been a playmaker and leading the league in assists. Like you don't lead the league in assists and you're not a playmaker and you're a ball hog. Like I said, you can't name me any player in the history of the NBA that averaged 10 assists and people called him a ball hog and not a playmaker. Only Russ. Everyone hates him for no reason. It makes no sense. No, Benjamin, I think Kennard can be average 18 points a game and make the All-Star team. I mean, Reggie would get traded if we got Westbrook. But I'm asking y'all, would y'all rather keep Luke Kennard and Speed and have to give up 3 first-round picks, or trade away Speed or a Luke Kennard and only give up like 2 first-round picks? What about Jason Kidd, Troxel? Jason Kidd is my boy. The next Jason Kidd, and he in New Orleans Pelican right now. My boy's old, so Pinbosh says I'll give Speed. Devin says keep Speed and Luke. True Teller says keep Luke and Seiko, so that means Speed could be traded.
Yeah.
Swerve Smith says trade the picks. He said, yeah, keep Luke and Speed. The white boys can shoot. You funny, Jack. I wouldn't mind giving up Luke, says Jordan Cartwright. Pinbub SpongeFlint says I'm not trading them more than 2 picks. And Bravo, you already said that you would give up the picks, right?
What is it?
You already said you would give up picks instead of
I'd
trading.
rather give up a
Speed.
couple of picks and maybe give up one of Svi or Kyrie, one of them. That would make it happen. Maybe. I don't know.
Would you give up second-round picks?
I would give up second-round picks. Fine. Second-round picks, you can buy them with cash.
Okay. Because that was like something like a Langston Galloway, Reggie Jackson, Svi, I would say Bruce Brown, and 2 first-round picks and maybe 2 second-round picks. That's a lot, but
That should do
Russell
it.
Westbrook. But
That should do it, man.
Yeah, that should do it. I don't want to give up Speed, though. It would hurt.
But now you're gonna try to convince OKC to give us Russell Westbrook, not to Miami, because he wants to go to Miami.
Yeah, but see, I'm hearing things. He definitely wants to go there. All Pistons fans know this. He definitely has to. He wants to go to Miami, but Miami can't get a deal done. I think it would have been done by now. For all we know, as soon as the show ends, he goes sign with Miami and out with the Pistons. For all we know, but I'm just saying that. And make sure you guys put some more likes on that video, man. We trying to get this to 100 tonight, man. All I'm saying is, with Westbrook, we know where he wants to go, but for one, OKC has Miami picks. So since they have Miami's picks, you want Miami to be as bad as possible. You don't want to give them Russell Westbrook because the Clippers had like 4 picks from Miami. You don't want to give them, Russell Westbrook and have them be a better team, and then your picks become worse. Also, the fact is that at the end of the day, they don't have as many assets as the Pistons. The Pistons got players that they could use to build, a future. So when you think about it like that, then it's very possible for this trade to happen, but we know he wants to go to Miami. Look, I'm from Detroit. I love my city to death. But if you really asking me, I can go anywhere in Miami or Detroit. Of course, you would choose just to go to Miami. But I can't blame him for that. But it don't matter where you want to go. Blake didn't want to be here, man. He came here. He loved it. Read some comments. Listening from DC. All right, shout out to you, Jordan Cartwright, man. Hopefully we can get Bradley Beal from your Wizards over there, so we don't have to get Westbrook. But one thing I do want to say is I would take Beal or D'Angelo Russell. But what Pistons fans don't realize is those deals aren't on the table. Those deals are wishes that we think can happen. Those deals are not on the table for us right now. D'Angelo Russell might become available. But would you give up Luke Kennard and some guy? Because if he became available for us to get him, it'd be because one of our young players is balling out, and Golden State won him. I know Golden State would take Luke Kennard in a heartbeat.
We missed the boat on
could
that
you
one.
imagine him in that system with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson? Like they would be shooting the lights out.
If you wanted a D'Lo, you should have done a sign and trade with him before you went to Golden State.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, I don't think D'Angelo Russell or Bradley Beal are going to become available. I just feel like somehow, some magical way, Russell Westbrook got dangled in front of the Pistons, and we can get him or not, But we can't get Bradley Beal and D'Angelo Russell. We could. I would be fine with that over Westbrook.
And
that's not how it's working out.
And I think Russell Westbrook is going to cost us less than Beal and D'Angelo Russell right now, probably.
Well, Beal has a big contract.
Did he accept that extension they gave him?
Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill has a huge contract.
I know they offered him on.
His contract is like as big as Blake Griffin's.
I know it was pretty big, but I thought they offered him an extension, like a 3-year extension or something like that.
Oh, what? So you don't think he's on the market anymore? Is what you're saying?
Well, I don't. If it depends if he accepted it or declined it.
I thought he did. I mean, all I know is his contract is like 100 and like he's getting paid like 35 million and 30 million. I'm like, man. And we like Real, but at least Westbrook is a little bit more established and led his own team. So
I mean, it's kind of the.
And Bill isn't a point guard, and we need a point guard, man.
It's kind of the debate if you want youth or if you want experience at that point.
Yeah,
but I mean, he's only 5 years.
But most people would say Bill because he can shoot better.
But he's gonna cost us more, probably.
Dwight Howard better not get. We better not get no Dwight Howard, man.
Can we please stop talking about that?
Yeah, they keep.
I hate that more than the Westbrook one.
Do all DSC members live in Detroit? Because I'm in Toledo, Ohio. Well, I lived in any other Detroit, but I live in Detroit. Most of us live in Detroit or close by somewhere. So man. All the Westbrook trade talk is a rumor going viral. It's not a rumor going viral because we are in trade talks, man. I just wish Estes Stefanski could pull this off and keep Luke Kennard.
I'm surprised he hasn't been dealt yet. I figured
that's the thing that gives me confidence in the Pistons over Miami. Like
the thing that I don't like about it is there's been too much talk about Detroit. Detroit always does their moves out of nowhere. Like it's like no one has ever come on and said Detroit's gonna make this trade, and then it happens. It's always like out of nowhere, like unexpected. Like I don't think it's gonna happen just on that alone. Only because Chris Broussard said it should happen.
Why do y'all got a dog? Don't do that to Chris Broussard. Look, bro, we know he messed up, but he's been right on a lot of things. Let's not, say everything he says is tragic because he was an idiot and said the Clippers are completely out of it. There's no way they were ever completely out of it. But, he was on the Lakers bandwagon. But the thing is, he's been right about other stuff. And he didn't say that Westbrook was going to us. He said it would be the best fit. That's what he said. But he was like, Miami, because everybody, Nick Wright and Skip, Skip and Shannon today, they all talking about him going to Miami. So they're not even talking about Detroit. It's just Chris Broussard was like, that would be the best fit. It would, because he would win more games here than in Miami.
I don't know.
If he goes to Miami, his career probably would end, bro.
I don't know how him and Jimmy Butler would work. They're really not that efficient at 3-point shooting.
Like I'm saying, like he go to the Pistons, he could elevate his career to new heights. Finally, get out the first round. You go to Miami, bro. Like you not ever gonna win nothing, and it's gonna hurt to watch. It's gonna hurt me to watch him destroy himself in Miami.
Hot take. I don't know if he goes to Miami if they make the playoffs.
Me neither. I know he come here. We instant contenders, though. That's a big difference. That's what I'm saying, man.
It all just depends on who we give up, though, man. If we steal him out,
somebody got to go.
Oh, stop talking about Dwight Howard, man. No, I seen a funny stat though. It said that Westbrook's got a better chance at getting a triple-double in a game than he does of making it a 3-pointer.
Hey, man, that's OG stuff.
That's not good. That's not a good.
I mean, that's a good and bad thing at the same time. He's not a 3-point shooter, man. It doesn't fade. Like some people just can't shoot, man. He's not a 3-point shooter. Iverson wasn't a great 3-point shooter. Kobe was better, but he wasn't a great 3-point shooter. So some people just can't shoot.
The game's different though. It's evolved. You have to be able to shoot.
Yeah, but as long as he can still break people down off the dribble and score, because I don't think Pistons fans, obviously they don't. Because I look, 3 teams I've been watching the last like 7 years: the Lakers, the Thunder, even when they had KD and the Pistons. Those are the only teams that I watch. I might watch some of LeBron teams every once in a while, but I don't think Pistons fans realize how good he really is at scoring or breaking people down or playmaking, man. Because they don't watch him play, so you don't know the full totality of it. You just see at the end of the season in the playoffs, and then that's what you're judging by. But not what it took to get there, and all those other things. Donnell Hamilton says I would give up. Okay, he deleted it. Hey man, you can't be deleting a comment. I'm about to read it, bro. Like I should put you on timeout for that, man.
That's all.
He said you can always have a 3-point shot. Look at Blake. Exactly. You got to be a dog to average a triple double without hitting threes. Well, yeah, you do. I mean, but the thing, his MVP year, he made threes. It's just after that year when Paul George and Carmelo came, he took a step back in. And then this past year, he was injured the whole season. That's why he got surgery as soon as the season ended, man. So he played through injury the whole year. That's why I expect him to bounce back. If we get Westbrook, we may have to offer Speed and Kyrie. Hey, man, I don't want to give up Speed. I really don't. But, it hurts, but I would have to give him up. Just because I believe in Speed. I feel like Speed's going to be something. The way he can dribble. And the way he can score off the dribble, because not everybody can size you up and score on you, but Speed is sizing dudes up and then cooking them. I'm like, okay, bro.
I just wish that this deal would hurry up and get over with, man. I'm trying to make a video about what I want the Pistons to do this regular season. I'm trying to do top, I guess not the top 5, but the 5 starters, bench rotation. I mean, they're really freaking up my videos here, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'd agree. I want the deal to be done over. I can't wait. I'm tired of waiting.
Right, Russ, man. Either go to Miami or come here. Stop messing with it. Watch you gonna go somewhere like New York, and everybody gonna be looking stupid.
I tweeted it as soon as they started. He was on the trade block. I said he's so going to New York.
Yeah, he's gonna go to New York or some random team like Dallas gonna get him, and people gonna be like, "How the heck?" So, I did see Dallas was trying to get. They try to get everybody.
I don't believe
Dallas trying to get him. Huh?
So Dallas is going to be a dark horse this year.
I do think they're gonna be much better. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs though.
I think they'll be right around the 9th or 10th seed though, but they'll be fighting for.
Yeah, I said in the West, I think all the way to the 10th or 11th seed, you're gonna have winning records. It just goes gonna be one of them years in the West because the NBA is back balanced now. No more super ultra teams. It's super teams, but we don't got these ultra teams. That's what I call when you got two MVPs, you are ultra team. That's what I call it.
So who's the best team in LA right now, guys? Is it the Clippers or is it the Lakers?
I don't know.
I have to say,
I don't know.
the most talented pair is LeBron and AD. I never thought they would have gave someone of AD's caliber to LeBron, but here it is.
Yeah.
But I think the Clippers are deeper outside of Kawhi and Paul George. Don't sleep on Kawhi though, man. He carried the Raptors to the NBA Finals, but the Clippers are way deeper. I think the Clippers are going to be better, man. If they can click and gel and Paul George and Kawhi can coexist, I'm curious to see if they go bigger and put Paul George back at the 2 or if they move one of them down to the power forward. I think they should do it at the 2 guard. But, dude, they can legit run a full court press the entire game with Beverly, George, and Kawhi. It's going to be nasty.
I think they could have a better record, but I don't know if they would be better because it depends on are we getting the LeBron James we used to, or is he an old guy now? So
he's gonna be 35.
I mean, because
right?
yeah, but he, obviously the Lakers couldn't win a game without my boy Lonzo injured. Y'all hate on Lonzo, but they won 2 games. Once he got hurt, they won 2 games. LeBron came back, he still averaged a triple double. So he averaged a triple double when he was half of himself. So he's still really good, man. So if MVP LeBron come back, and you got AD, I mean, it ain't gonna matter who else on the team. That's just like, I mean, Kawhi can neutralize LeBron for all sake of arguments. Holding a 25 a game, cool, but you still got AD. That's the thing. And Anthony Davis, like top 7 player in the world right now. He's better than Paul George. He can't really be guarded by anybody. It's like only guy who could really guard him is a guy like Giannis, and I remember AD cooking Giannis. So, you can't really guard that guy. And when you got LeBron on your team, you still got AD, and if Boogie Cousins, because he's now 2 years removed. So once you're 2 years removed from that, that ACL or that Achilles, that's when you get back to yourself. So Marcus Cousins could actually be healthier this year.
I mean, I to be honest with you, I kind of forgot they had DeMarcus Cousins. Not gonna lie.
Hey man, it is what it is. And I mean, I think Kuzma was the worst out of the young core, but I think he can still give you 17 a game. But I don't know if he's not gonna take that superstar step that people try to. Can he be that third star? If your third star is averaging 17, yeah. But if you need your third star to average 20, it's not gonna happen.
The thing about the Clippers got Lou Will coming off the bench who can.
Hey man, they got Lou. Hey, the Clippers have a squad. It's just like we got to remember who LeBron James is for a second. So, and I'm just thinking about the gravity. Like when we had D-Wade and Kyrie, that's why they were so good together because Kyrie 101 was killing you. Prime D-Wade in like 2011 was killing you. Now you got prime Anthony Davis with LeBron. So it's not just LeBron no more. Now he got another guy. And it's been a long time since we seen him with another guy. We saw him with Kyrie like that, but Kyrie was always getting hurt. And then they only played 2 years together against the Warriors with KD and Warriors without KD.
The problem with it, though, is LeBron's not the same defender. If this was the defender that was in Miami, this would be terrifying to me. But LeBron really doesn't play that hard on defense anymore. Every once in a while,
but AD's the defender. Remember, D-Wade wasn't the defender when LeBron came.
Oh, Dwayne Wade is one of the best shot blocking shooting guards of all time, though. So I mean,
but when he was going through, when he was older, he wasn't the best defender on the team. It was LeBron. Same thing with AD. AD one of the best defensive players in the game.
So, but here's my point though. For the LA versus LA argument, you're gonna have to put LeBron on either Kawhi or Paul George. I mean, who are you gonna put on the other one? I mean, AD has to stay down low to protect the paint because if not, Montrezl Harrell doesn't get rebounds over you.
Well, I put Danny Green on Paul George. And then
That's a solid matchup.
I mean, hey, LeBron can't guard Kawhi, but good luck.
I mean, they're gonna get a torch.
Like, hey, man, take your L, bro. It is what it is, man. Most of these offensive players can't guard each other anyway. Let's be honest. So, you put LeBron. If you don't want to put LeBron on him, you find. I mean, they got Avery Bradley, but I don't know if I want to put him on Kawhi.
He's too small.
Yeah, but I'll put Danny Green on. I'll put Brian on Kawhi and put Danny Green on Paul George because I don't want to put Danny Green on Kawhi.
They got Avery Bradley to stop Lou Will.
Yeah.
I'll put KCP on Kawhi.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh.
Yeah, you can put KCP on Kawhi. That works. He's still gonna cook KCP, but he'll make it hard for him. Because Kawhi has that old school type of game to where, like, even if you make him take a tough shot, he's still gonna get the shot off and it could go in. So that's why he's so hard to guard. He got that Michael Jordan type game to where, like, he can just get to his spot whichever angle he wants. It's just about him missing or making the shot. That's why he's hard to guard. DeRod said, "We're not getting Russ." Everyone, haha. Casey and Stefanski aren't that stupid. All right, man. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so, Russell and Butler would be toxic. Yeah, they would. It would be horrible. Like, I'm trying to look, man. Look, I'm not just doing this for us. I'm trying to save Russell Westbrook's career, bro. Come over here. Let's be competitive. You know, Blake Griffin could use some boost to his career, and so could Andre Drummond. You know, let's make a unity over here and let's do some things, bro. We the Pistons, bro. We do this, man. Y'all got to remember the pedigree of our team, man. This is what we do.
So how would you fit Russell Westbrook on Miami? I mean, I'm curious.
I don't know because they would have to trade Goran Dragic. I have no clue how he fits on that team. Like him and Deion Waiters.
No,
like, that's not
going to fit. How would he fit with Jimmy Butler? They won't fit. Do you think they're a good fit?
I think they'll fit, but the thing is, it's not going to be a winning fit. Like, because Russ is a point guard at the end of the day, so, and he respects Jimmy. So he'll let him get his, but, you know, I think Jimmy don't want to get his. He want to get his, yours, mine, the girl over across the street. He won't get everybody's. He want to take 30 shots a game and score a lot of points. He's not really in the sharing mood. But I do think they would make the playoffs, though. But I don't know. They could be a 7 or 8 seed, though. Because the rest of that roster is just terrible. They don't even got Josh Richardson on no more. D Wade is gone. Like, they don't got nobody. And they would have to trade Justice Winslow and what's his name? Kelly Olynyk and Bam Adebayo. They had to trade all their good players just to get Russ.
They will try to get Bradley Beal.
What'd you say?
They will try to get Bradley Beal. I don't know how come. This is what they're saying, the Heat fans.
I mean, Bradley Beal he could be a better fit though.
No, they're trying to get
Morgan Trice says Westbrook and Griffin equals Isaiah and Lambeer. That's what I'm talking about. Hashtag facts. I'm just saying, man. It probably not gonna happen. We the Pistons, man. We don't get guys like Westbrook. Probably not gonna happen, y'all. But man, would it be great to be so good again, man? It would be so great to be so good again, man. And have a show like that in town, man, it would be great. It would be great for the city. It'd be great for everybody. As long as Westbrook and Blake stay healthy, man, it's a problem. And Andre, finally, we'll leave him alone because y'all be talking smack about Russ and Blake. They'd be taking the blame for everything. And I'm trying to elevate his game, too, because he's never had a point guard to dish him the ball.
Do you think the deal would happen for Russell Westbrook anytime soon? Is he going to be traded anytime, like next week or so? Or is it going to take longer?
I'm not going to Chris Broussard you and say, it's about to happen by 7 p.m. tomorrow. But I have no clue. Like,
it's gonna
I feel like,
I'll do Chris Broussard. It's going to happen on a Tuesday at like 3:30. It's going to be the most random time.
Right, like I could be wrong, but I feel like what's going on is what I was saying earlier. He wants to go to Miami. But looking at the fact that OKC has their first round picks from the Clippers and the fact that they don't really have enough assets and the fact that if he gets there, they might not win. It's just a lot of stuff going against Miami.
Well, the
He
reason it's
wants to
taking
go
so
there and
long.
he wants to go there and he's trying to get a trade done. Would you say, Drew?
I said the reason it's taking so long is either I don't even know if it's not going to go outside Miami or Detroit, but let's just say that for those two teams for this conversation, it's going to have to be a three-team trade to balance the salary cap out. So they have to call. So there already might be an agreed upon deal here. We don't know about. Technically, he could be a Heat or a Piston right now, but they need a third team to jump in and help out salary cap reasons. That's the only reason it's taking so long.
Yeah, I saw that one trade with the Pelicans, but as I said, and look, I said this, but first of all, man, let's put some respect on Jackson Hayes' name right now. Jackson Hayes, the next All-Star center in this league. You heard him for his first team All-Rookie. I'm saying that before the season even started. Dropped 29 points and basically jumped over a dude while dunking on him. It was pretty bad. But I said, the trade was OKC gets they get what, Darius Miller, Etwan Moore, Reggie Jackson, Tony Snell, Langston Galloway. They get 2 first-round picks from us, and then they give Adams to New Orleans, and then we get Russell Westbrook. But I don't think that they need it. But I'm just thinking the deal it's hard because I feel like Russ wants to go there, but they can't get a deal done. And then Detroit is probably calling them every 5 minutes, like, yo, like, stop playing with these Miami. Come over here. And then I do feel like it's a secret team out there that's doing something.
I got.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The Knicks, man.
Yeah.
Especially after they just bombed free agency. They're
But
desperate.
if Westbrook goes to the Knicks, it's gonna be horrible.
I want him to go to the Knicks.
Like y'all gotta remember, I love Russ. He's one of my favorite players, man. I don't want him to go to a horrible situation and just lose forever. That's horrible.
But you gotta think about it.
Come to the Pistons and win.
Think about the storylines, though. I mean, the Battle of New York, him versus KD in New York, dude. That's the only reason they would happen.
His team garbage.
I know. I didn't say that. I didn't say it was going to be good.
That's not fair.
But you can guarantee ESPN, Sports Center, all those guys.
Oh yeah, the Knicks versus Nets games would be great. Wait, he said Goran Dragic got traded?
What? He's got traded like 3 times. It fell through all the time. So.
Oh, I'm about to say, what happened?
I haven't heard.
Did he get traded
on Twitter? I didn't see nothing yet.
All right, before we put this to bed, I'm gonna ask everybody else one more time in the chat. Do you want the Russell Westbrook trade? Yes or no? Would you be fine with giving up more first round picks or giving up Luka's fee? Let me know what you think, and we can put this to rest. Man.
Yes.
If we don't get Russ, man, we a 6 seed. And we might. That's just. I wish we could do better.
Well, the key thing for the Pistons right now is just health. We can only go as far as Blake Griffin is healthy wise, and now that you got D Rose, if for some reason D Rose can play 70 games, which would be amazing and almost impossible, they have potential to be at least a 5th seed if they're healthy. So I mean, it's not like they're going to be garbage. I mean, they should be fun and entertaining to watch, but regardless if they have Russ or not, they're not winning a championship. Just my whole point from I'm not going to overpay my future.
And that's I'm going to read some comments and get back to my question. But let's see. Rod says, because, oh, yeah, he said he caught a body talking about, man, Jackson Hayes is going to be nice, and he's playing with Lonzo, so that guarantees him an all-star appearance. But, the Rod says, my thoughts on this is why get Russ when I argue there's no way he is still good enough to help us to win a championship. To get him, we give up all our cap, young guys' development, and opportunity. I don't think we'll be giving up everything. Matt McLeod says, Detroit has the easiest route to a trade. Miami has the most enticing destination for us, but that does nothing for OKC. We just can't overpay. He says, Drummond at age 25 is the only player at 4 seasons with 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, 100 steals, and 100 blocks. That's why, he get Russ, he'll be doing that for 5 more seasons. That's all I'm saying.
We'll do that 5 more seasons?
Quentin Curry don't want him. Abdul Diop don't want him. Matt McLeod said he'd take him, but don't overpay. Morgan Trey says, I pledge allegiance to Russ. But I was going to ask you, dude, why do we have to win a championship if we get Russ? I don't understand that. Like, Like he ain't LeBron or
It's all going to
or
depend on how much you give
KD.
up for him, though. If you give up a lot for him, you have to win a championship. If you're going to sink your
It's so many teams. I mean, it's so many teams. I mean, that gave up a lot for players and didn't win anything.
but they were in contention, or at least what after the idea of at least trying. Like, think about the Lakers that had Steve Nash and Dwight Howard and Kobe on it. Like, their mindset was to go get a ring. Unfortunately, they all were old and sucked. It never happened. But their goal was a championship. You get Westbrook. I mean, your goal is not a championship. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
unrealistic.
but I'm not gonna say championship or bust though. I'm not gonna put those expectations. We getting him to be a competitive team and to be a contender. Getting a championship is more than just Russ, Blake, and Andre. You gotta have a team. You gotta have coaching. You gotta have role players. It's not that. It's not something that's very easy to do.
I
But it's
mean,
better than being irrelevant.
we didn't even get Blake Griffin to win a championship. We got him to make the playoffs, and we didn't even make the playoffs that year.
Yeah, that was horrible.
It,
But I'm just saying the East, man. The East is so wide open. If this was the West, I wouldn't be talking like this. But the East is so wide open, you don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm just very interested to see. And the East is not the West. Russell Westbrook been playing in the West his whole career, man. When players go over to the East, they be like, "Oh, it's nice over here." So Bradley Beal is not on the table, man. All right, man. Next topic.
let's see. I forgot my notes here. Do you have it brought up?
So I got a news right now. It's not a big news, but I heard that the trade between the Miami and the OKC for Russell Westbrook is not gonna be done right now because Miami's trying to clear some cap space so that they can swallow that contract. And in order for them to do that, they have to trade away Olenek and maybe someone else to other teams in order to do that. I don't know if it's possible.
Miami better not bend over backwards to get this done. When y'all not gonna win. That's the thing I don't understand about Miami. Y'all not gonna. Now you talking about us, Drew? They definitely not gonna win the championship. At least we got a chance to be a contender. Like they're not gonna win the
They might not
championship.
make the playoffs.
Yeah, like so I don't know why Miami wants him that bad. Like he come here, he has the potential, go to an Eastern Conference Finals, get to a second round, and have a good battle, and then keep building and trying to compete for a championship. Like he goes to Miami, you're not gonna win nothing.
Pat Riley's in panic mode, though, man. He doesn't know how many years he's got left on the earth. He's trying to get something before he goes.
Exactly, he's 74, dude.
He's trying to make something happen right now, and at least make it fun in Miami, because Miami's having the same problem Detroit is. They're not selling out. Like you watch Miami games, there's nothing but red seats up there.
Exactly. Jay White is in the building. What's up, my boy Jay White? Pin Bob Spun said Miami is an awful fit. It's definitely an awful fit, man. Because you got two ball dominant guards. Like Luke is not ball dominant. If you have Svi, he's not a ball dominant. Bruce Brown, Kyrie Thomas. I'm just talking about our other guards. None of them are ball dominant. So Westbrook, only other ball dominant player is Blake, and Blake is a power forward. It's not a guard, even though he can play like a guard. But and I already know how Dwayne Casey would do it. There will be some times where Blake isn't on the floor and Westbrook's doing his thing, and when Blake is on the floor and Westbrook's not on the floor, we got Derrick Rose or shooters out there. Eric Russell says, "I only trade for Russ if we don't have to give up Seiko and Luke."
We're not giving up Seiko. We signed him. We can't trade him in November.
I mean, y'all love Luke, but if Luke got to go for Westbrook, I'll do it, man. Y'all trade.
All right,
Jay White says, "Name 5 players in the East better than Westbrook." I got 2. That's it.
All right. So who improved the most? Was it Philadelphia or was it Boston? I'm not buying into the hype on Philadelphia. I don't like the fit of Al Horford and Embiid. Really, they're only 3-point shooters. Tobias Harris, both Horford and Embiid can shoot it, but they're not that inefficient. That contract for Horford was insane to me. I don't think he's going to make that big of a difference. That being said, Boston lost a big man. It's really time for Jason Tatum to step up. It can't just be the Kemba show on Boston, or else they're going to be Charlotte.
Well, Boston got Carson Edwards, so they clearly win.
He's a bench.
No, I'm never going to.
I mean, but Al Horford, I actually do think that Al Horford thing will work out because I don't think Embiid is going to be healthy. So some nights you'll have him as your center. I don't like them on the court at the same time with Ben Simmons. It's like having 3 16 guys on the court. To me, that doesn't really work. But
Josh Smith, Raymond Rowe, and Drummond.
right, yeah, that's not gonna work. But Embiid, at least Embiid, I mean, Embiid only a 31% 3-point shooter, but I mean, he can shoot a three every now and again. And Al Horford can shoot three, but Ben Simmons is basically Josh Smith. So, I mean, Josh Smith when it comes to shooting, not the rest of the game, but he's basically Josh Smith. So, he's a little bit worse actually. But they got Josh Richardson. That's a good pickup.
He's a really good player.
I like Josh Richardson. Who else do they have over there? I don't know.
Matisse Thybulle, the new guy, the new drafted player. They have Zaire Smith, the new rookie, the last year rookie. They have like Mike Scott.
I'm about to say I'm talking about the veteran, the guys that matter, not these rookies. Like, yeah, I agree with you. I think Philly might end up being a 4 seed randomly, and a team like Indiana or Boston or the Nets end up a 3 seed. But Boston looking good, man. I mean, Kemba's a little bit worse version of Kyrie, but he's not a champion, so he's more coachable. You got Carson Edwards, the GOAT. You got Jason Tatum. You still got Jaylen Brown. So they'll be able to do something. I mean, I'm not the biggest believer in Jason Tatum right now. I think he had a great playoffs his rookie season, but he's so young. People want him to be a star now. I just think he needs a couple more years before he's, you know what I'm saying, doing that. The NBA, I don't know why we in this watered down league where a player in his 3rd year or his 4th year has to be a star right now just because they were a top pick. We used to let players develop, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And develop in the stars,
So that's what I'm saying. We should just wait till the trade deadline. You never know. This guy Tatum may be on the trademark block. You never know, man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. So that's Jason Tatum, I think he could average 18, 19, but to me, if Boston would be a contender, he needs to be averaging 24, 23. He still has Kemba Walker now, but I mean, I do think they'll be good though. They'll be a top 5 seed somewhere in there. So, but I'm not. It's Kemba's team right now technically because he's the best player. But I'm giving Tatum two more years before he really started looking like that dude.
Oh, that's a good point. Toronto fell off too. Do you think Toronto still makes the playoffs?
Yeah, Toronto. No, they're not gonna miss the playoffs. Well, they still got Siakam. They got Siakam still, so I mean, they still got Marcus. I don't know. It depends on what happens with their roster because they got Stanley Johnson now, which is weird. I don't know. I just think the coaching staff on Toronto is a little bit too good for them to miss the playoffs, to be honest with you. You still got Fred VanVleet. You still got Kyle Lowry, who redeemed himself, so we'll call him Kyle Lowry now. Better thank Kawhi Leonard for that because, Paul George has been George Paul, but we're going to end up calling him Paul George because of Kawhi. But you still got Siakam, man. So I think they could be like a 6th, 7th, or 8th seed. They might surprise us and be better than that. But they definitely regressed a whole lot. That team was really good before Kawhi got there, and then they made some pieces. Yeah, I got the Bucks being a top 2 seed because Giannis is only gonna get better. He got better every year of his career. So
if he gets a 3-point shot, it's over.
Bruh, I think he's gonna come back and shoot 34, 33.
Yeah.
But if he shoots 36 or something, oh my goodness, it's a wrap.
He just needs to
But I'm not expecting that from him yet. I'm giving Giannis, like I said with Bruce Brown earlier, I give players time to learn how to shoot. He's been developing a lot of parts of his game. I'll give him to he's only 24. I think when he's about 26, that's when he'll really be shooting better. But obviously people, they not like me. They comparing him to LeBron and KD. So he has to shoot now and all that. If we do MVP without that. So let him work on his game. But yeah, the Bucks are for the most part the same. That's why you slide the Pistons in there. We just straight a mix, man, with Westbrook. let's remember OKC with Paul George and Westbrook was a third seed in the West until Paul George got hurt. So let's just remember that, Blake Griffin was all NBA. You add him and Drummond and Westbrook. Like, we could end up being a number one seed if everything went right.
Let's not get carried away.
You said what?
Let's not get carried away.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't believe in Philly.
I'm not buying into Philly at all.
And Milwaukee, they'll win like 56 games, but like winning 60 games isn't a given every year. Pacers are good. They'll make the playoffs.
Pacers are going to be the team that no one talks about, but you're going to be like, oh, I didn't realize they were that high up there.
Man, the Pacers always be playing with G Leaguers and be making.
I mean,
if Oladipo comes back healthy.
Yeah,
but really?
I mean, the Oladipo's gonna come back. He's gonna come back the second half of the season.
Yeah, so you're gonna have Malcolm Brogdon.
Hey, at the end of the day, just be thankful we're not Wizards fans.
Yeah.
I don't.
Hey man, my sleeper team is the Hawks, though.
Yeah, the Hawks are definitely a sleeper team.
I seen something.
Pelicans.
I seen something they had them as.
Oh, of course, the Pelicans definitely my sleeper team in the West. They making the playoffs for sure. Long as Ingram and Lonzo stay healthy,
bro,
they making the playoffs.
Jackson Hayes is a beast, bro.
I was just talking about him earlier. He's a monster. Can you imagine what's gonna happen when Lonzo's throwing him passes, bro? Like, oh my goodness.
Bro, and he's showing that he can shoot threes now.
Wait, he was shooting threes? You chill.
Yeah, he made a 3 today.
Yeah, man, Jackson Hayes is a special guy. And Mars Landon, what's up, Mars? What's up, Mars? Hey, Mars, man, I seen how you been holding it down over the last couple of weeks with stuff going on, man. Shout out to you, man. Yo, he says his sleeper is Orlando. Well, Orlando's not really a sleeper to me because they made the playoffs last year. But no, the Hawks, man. I think Trae Young might average like 23, 24, man. Like
and John Collins, underrated, very underrated.
Cam Reddish, like them boys about to be. They still got Kyle Herter and stuff. Yeah, they gonna, if they don't make the playoffs, they will be a 9th or 10th seed for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they made the playoffs.
Yeah, the East is weird. It's not as weak as it used to be, but it's still top heavy.
I mean, because Trae Young's gonna give you probably a good 20 plus and 8, and then John Collins, he's gonna give you a good 20 and 10. So, I mean, they got a good chance.
Yeah, man. The Hawks had, they got some pieces, man. So, what's your sleeper team?
Bad news for you, man. I don't think we're gonna get 100 likes on this.
It's all good, man. But what's your sleeper team for the East, at least?
Dude, I had one I blocked out. Hold on.
Hold on, I'm gonna like the video myself.
I appreciate that. I was going to say Atlanta, but I want to say Indiana because I think Indiana is going to be higher than what everyone says. I think they're going to be higher than a 5th seed. I think they legit can be the 3rd seed, and I think people aren't going to talk about them. They didn't make anything flashy happen. I am curious to see, and this is going to be the big if, how will they play without Oladipo because they're not going to have Boban Bogdanovic out there to hold it down while he's gone. So they're going to have someone be that scorer. No Tyreek Evans for enhancement drugs or whatever that was. I'm not sure if whatever that was. I don't know if that was PEDs or like actual drugs. But they're not going to have as much scoring options without Oladipo. Now, Malcolm Brogdon's got there. He's probably going to be one of those guys to step up and take that role while he's out. But once Oladipo comes back, they are going to be deep and stacked. I legit think they can be a 3rd seed.
Well, I was just saying, I think they could be a 3rd seed over Philly.
Yes.
So, hey man, I've learned to not I have Indiana has my respect now. After a few years of without Paul George, like after what they did after they lost Oladipo, so I definitely think they're gonna make the playoffs, and I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if they were a 3rd seed or something crazy like a 2nd seed. I even go that higher. Like this is something crazy, but they would have to really be good, like really be good to get something up. Bash Starwin says, "Sup, y'all? Yeah, make sure you Oh, okay, Vash, man. Thanks for coming by though. Make sure you like the video. Yeah, we might end this in a few minutes, but make sure you do rewind so you can hear everything that we've been talking about. Matt McLeod says, I just want to see how good a backup center added for cheap and somehow move Reggie for a different point guard that passes better and plays more consistent defense. Other than that, we are a sleeper. Well, everyone wants Reggie traded, or at least 90% of people. You know, there's some people who, when I hold on to him, it is what it is, but we do still need a backup center that's viable. I mean, Dante Hall is just like a summer league G leaguer right now, so we don't know if he can fill that role. But you don't want to come back with Zaza Pachulia, you know, backing up, or Thon Maker backing up. Like, no, Thon Maker's not a center, and Zaza's trash.
I'm looking at the standings from last year just to see all the teams. Charlotte was 2 games out of making the playoffs. They got worse. Miami was 2 games out of making the playoffs. They got Jimmy Butler. It's not going to be enough by itself. Orlando didn't really improve. They pretty much brought everyone back. So I think Atlanta or Miami has the best shot of being the team who didn't make the playoffs last season to sneak in as the 8th seed. But, you know, New York.
Yeah, I still believe in Miami just because they do got Jimmy Butler. So, and if Jimmy Butler is taking 22 shots a game, he could be averaging like 28, and he still is a good defender too. So, and Miami has that culture. So they made the playoffs with a worse team, you know, they without a Jimmy Butler. So I wouldn't be surprised if they made it. But I could easily see them winning like 40 games or 39 games and missing the playoff. And you know, Atlanta, we'll see. They might still be a little bit too young, but they might win, you know, 36 to 40 games depending on how good they are. Somewhere in that range. But in the West is crazy, man. You already know Pelicans Nation over here. You know, we recently got a new member to Pelicans Nation. Detroit Drew joined Pelican Nation once he seen Jackson Hayes completely murder that poor innocent guy.
It was really more of the JR commentary on the guy.
Oh no, man, dude, the commentary added, and as God might witness, he is broken in half.
That killed me, man. 20 times.
So you know, but I definitely think they can make the playoffs if they are a healthy team. Oh. The Spurs are the Spurs. That's all I'm gonna say. And OKC is definitely falling out now. The Clippers are gonna be in there. So the West is gonna be so interesting, man, because like people believe in teams like Houston and the Portland Trailblazers, and Portland always they've been the 3rd seed the last 3 years, so I respect them. But I wouldn't be surprised if a Houston or a Portland somehow didn't make the playoffs.
I think Utah got way better.
Utah's the real deal. They could be the 2 seed. It'd be Clippers, Utah, maybe like the Lakers and the Nuggets, and then after that you got who else you got besides like the Spurs? You would have Houston and then Portland maybe, and then the Spurs. That means Pelicans would make it, but I got them making it somehow. So the West is just a crapshoot. And then you got up and coming teams like your Sacramento's and your Dallas Mavericks. But I don't think Sacramento got Luke Walton. Quote me on that after this year.
I mean, J-Mo, to me, all the teams you mentioned, like at the bottom, like they're coming up, to me, the Pelicans are better than all those teams.
What teams?
I mean, like they're better than the Sacramentos and stuff. They're better than them. So, like,
no, I told you I got them making the 8th seed. They're gonna kick somebody out. As long as Lonzo and Ingram is healthy, man. That's the caveat. They healthy and Drew Holiday healthy. You know, Zion don't miss too many games because I do think Zion. Bold prediction now: Zion will get hurt next year. He's gonna miss some games.
He's already hurt.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like he will miss some games, but as long as it's not significant. But they don't really need Zion. They more need of Drew Holiday, Ingram, and Lonzo, and JJ Redick, and guys like that. Those are the guys they need to stay healthy, because those are young vets and veterans on the team that's going to lead the team to success. They still got some rookies.
I think the Spurs are going to struggle this year, man. I really do.
Yeah, James Harden could literally average 50 a game. Yes, that's the reason with Portland and the Rockets. Harden, besides Steph Curry and Giannis right now, is the best regular season player in the game of basketball. So it's hard to see them not making the playoffs at all because we see what Harden do when you give him 50 shots a game, he gonna take 50 shots. So, and then Portland, like I said, Portland's been in the playoffs like the last 5 years, and they've been a 3 seed. They did get a little better, so you got them making it, and then it just leaves one spot that's up for grabs with the Spurs and the Pelicans and the Sacramento and the Mavs.
I mean,
It just
to
leaves
me, it's
that
like
spot
right
up for
now.
grabs.
I mean, to me right now, like it's a toss up between the Spurs and the Pelicans for the AC.
I would love to see Pop finally go down. Let's go.
Let's settle down there, dude.
I think Jackson Hayes will break out though with Alonzo though.
Let's see. Jordan Siegel says Pelicans are good. Houston not going anywhere. Like I said, they ain't, but they got James Harden. Oh, we ain't even brought up the Warriors, dog. What are we doing? I don't forgot about the Warriors. Dang, that just makes it even harder.
Yeah, the Warriors.
So what?
I said the Warriors will definitely make it. So
Steph Curry. Man, look, I hate Steph Curry. You heard it here first. I hate him. But come on, bro. That boy about to go crazy next regular season. He's gonna be going nutty. So I expect him to be in the MVP conversation. So they gonna make the playoffs, and they still got D'Lo. So it's gonna be that playoff race is gonna be hard. I'm telling you, something crazy is gonna happen. Like the last 2 weeks, and it's some team that we thought was gonna make it is gonna miss it because it's gonna be so close. They all had them games where it'd be a game between Portland and OKC. If you lose this game, you're gonna be out the playoffs. And whoever it's gonna be something like that.
It's gonna be hard because it's gonna be hard. Like I don't know who's gonna be out because I know the Lakers, the Clippers, Utah, the Rockets, the Blazers, the Nuggets, and the Warriors make the playoffs. I'm just not I just don't know.
Is this how it's gonna go, man? The Warriors, the Rockets, or Portland, or obviously the Spurs and the Pelicans. We had them say, but the Warriors, Rockets, or Portland. One of these teams that we believe in that always one of them gonna have to go. Let's just be real about it. One of them gonna have to go. And hold up now, is we giving Denver a little bit too much respect?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you believe in more? James Harden in his regular season or the Denver Nuggets? Who you believe in more? Portland, the way they do in the regular season, or the Nuggets? You believe in Curry more or the Nuggets? Because we just giving, the Nuggets they booked up in there, but hold up now.
I believe in UFO more.
Okay. So you don't believe in the Nuggets. Oh yeah, you said Jokic was not a superstar and stuff. Oh, that's cool.
Not yet.
No, I'm not saying he is either. But that's what I'm saying. So the Nuggets are still a young team, and if you ask me, I believe in Portland and the Warriors more than the Nuggets.
I believe in Bol Bol.
Hey, I believe in Bol Bol too. I say them getting Bol Bol gonna win them a championship, but it ain't gonna happen this year. Pistons should look at Trey Lyles. Pistons should look at Trey Lyles as a backup center, man. We need to look at. I still want Kyle O'Quinn. Where is he at? He get signed with somebody?
Probably the big three.
Jerron Siegel has Warriors, Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, Portland, Utah, Spurs, Pelicans. So you don't have Houston making it. I don't know, man.
I think the Nuggets might be the team that not make it, man.
And the Nuggets, that's what I'm saying, man. They had such a good season.
I'm thinking about
who are you trusting? Are you trusting regular season James Harden or the Nuggets? Let's be real, because regular season, we seen what regular season James Harden did.
James Harden has proved that he can carry the team to get into the playoffs. They might not be a very high seed, but they could be a 6 seed, no problem.
Yeah.
The Nuggets, man, they overachieved. No one expected that last season. Plus, they struggle in the playoffs.
Right, and then you have we not forgetting Dallas. Dallas not making it, bro.
Hey, Dallas is my other team, man. They're
Dallas is Drew's sleeper team, so he got that on record. But they ain't making it.
That's my secondary team. That's my Pelicans compared to JMO.
Yeah, man, it's cool. I like Dallas, but and then it's like, do you trust Steph Curry in the regular season or the Nuggets?
Oh, they got Steph Curry and D'Lo now.
D'Lo, right? Like, I mean, but it's not even D'Lo. It's, to me, it's more of Steph Curry, man. You seen what he was doing before KD got there. You still got Draymond.
Yeah,
he's still on the team.
But he doesn't.
And then they got some pieces on there too. You know, Willie Cauley-Stein, and they got Kevon Looney back, and they got some pieces on the team. So
he went from having Klay Thompson going back to Monte Ellis. So,
hey man, they replaced Klay with D'Lo though.
I can't believe they gave him a max deal though. So now Klay Thompson's gonna be back.
They said they're gonna move on from him.
Yeah, okay, I'll believe it when I see it. They need 3 All-Stars on their team to win, dude.
He said both upsets put Kings and Rockets in for Spurs and Pelicans. Nah, man. The King, man, they ain't making it. They got Luke Walton. Y'all gonna learn. They should have kept their old coach. Yeah, I know Michael Porter Jr. is coming, but Denver, it's just, I'm telling you, man, the last 3 weeks of the NBA season, it's gonna be some crazy stuff going on. It's like 3 teams gonna miss the playoffs. Denver gonna be one of them. Because Utah is definitely making it. The Lakers are definitely making it, and the Clippers are definitely making it. So those are the 3 teams that guarantee the playoff spot. And then Houston and the Warriors are definitely making it.
It's gonna be crazy nonetheless, man.
Yeah, man. Like I said, the 10th seed gonna have a winning record in the West. But all right, man. I guess we can wrap it up, man.
All right, let's do our final. I guess everyone else is muted. Bravo, do you got any final thoughts for tonight?
About what in general?
Just wrapping up the show, dude.
Are we already wrapping it up? It's not even 10 o'clock.
Hey, some of us have jobs and stuff to go to, dude.
So I mean, I know it's a different topic. Do we have time to talk about one more topic?
Sure.
Alternative trades for the Detroit Pistons to Russell Westbrook. Who you think we can go? How do we can afford Bradley Beal or D'Lo? That's my question. Let's say if they're available on the table, how can we afford them?
I mean, it's going to be the same trade no matter what. You got to give up young pieces and draft picks for them.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal, D'Lo type guys. And like I said, D'Lo and Bradley Beal aren't on the table, so the Pistons fans can say, "Go get them all they want." I'm with you, but they're not on the table. Westbrook is, but he's the only one that we would be giving up anything for. Otherwise, we would stand pat and go on with the squad that we have. We can always improve, but free agent market has completely dried up. So I'm not giving up anything to get anybody. I would just stand pat with what we got.
Yeah, maybe we can get something in the next trade up deadline.
Yeah, trade deadline.
There's going to be a superstar who wants.
I mean, we need to just get Langston Galloway away for free, please. Like, give him to the Knicks.
You know what? I would wait on him because we can wait on the trade deadline and we can just trade him easily that way.
I mean, like seriously, like just please give me a 2nd round pick. I don't care if it's the last pick in the draft. You can have Galloway.
But why don't we just package him? People would like to package this guy for an expiring contract.
I mean, who wouldn't want the guy who got broke so bad by D-Wade, dude? Y'all remember that?
No, what you hype him up? Yeah, man, he almost broke the record for most consecutive threes. He was only 1 off. This guy's a shooter. That's how you gotta, gas up Galloway.
You gotta be like a car salesman, man.
So I hope so, Devin 99. If that happens, then we probably have to get back on just for 5 minutes. I mean, he said as soon as we get off here, Pistons trade.
Man,
hey, man, that would be crazy, man.
I don't know if I can handle that one.
I don't know.
I hope not.
What do you guys think if we can get Bradley Beal and John Wall?
No,
I don't want John Wall.
I don't want John Wall, bro.
Give me Westbrook twice.
First of all,
I know,
right? That's what I'm talking about, Drew.
First of all, man, I don't want John Wall. First of all, he's toxic in the locker room. and he's injured. Why would you want him?
It's because he's a. I heard that the Wizards would give you Beal if you
But
take John
ain't
Wall.
John Wall on Miami right now? Cause I thought Miami traded for him.
No, John Wall's on the Wizards. He's rehabbing.
Okay, so I guess the trade must have fell through then.
John Wall's not going to play at all.
Cause they was going to trade him to Miami.
But man,
Like that's
John
how
Wall.
desperate they is.
If John Wall comes back as the guy he used to be, man, he used to be really good.
I ain't played in 3 years, bro. It's all right.
Yeah.
He had knee surgery and Achilles surgery. He's done.
And he had ankle, like he had bones coming out his ankle, then tore his Achilles, then tore the other Achilles. How do you do that?
It's hard.
The other one was even basketball related. I think he just stood up from like his couch or something.
They said he slipped in his house. I'm like, oh, slipped in this? I'm like, bruh.
He fell on the stairs and hurt his Achilles.
Yeah, I heard that. What the hell? What about
Ron Siegel says overall we can't lose to say we had Blake and Westbrook in the East won't win a title anyway. Let's go. That's true. They probably won't win the title this year. So,
what about this? Trading Blake and getting D'Lo and Cauley Stein from the Golden State Warriors.
No,
you can't get D'Lo until November.
Maybe until November we could do it.
Like I said, I'm only trading Blake for young players, and those young players is in New Orleans right now.
I mean, you have to look at what we give up.
Unless I trade Blake. I'll trade Blake for Booker and DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, we could do it that way. You're right.
I don't know what's gonna happen to Drummond, but
that would be a smart deal.
Drummond probably opt out anyway.
Right. I mean, that's the main reason why I'm trying to get Russ, because Drummond can leave. I don't got no problem with it. I would rather trade him and get something for him, but we get Russ, then Drummond's going to find a way to stay because we'll be winning and we will make it out the first round. Like I said, it's good for both of us. Russ gets a chance to make it out the first round, and so do we. Like, this is a mutual decision for success for both parties. All we got to do is, pray for help for everybody on the team.
The problem, though,
and not give up, some good guys. I give up Bruce Brown. Like I said, Bruce Brown playing himself. He played himself out of Detroit, bro. Keep balling. Drop another triple-double. Win Summer League MVP, bro. So we can trade you right to the Thunder.
Yeah, let's not talk about Drummond's rap albums. That's not good.
He's trash.
He probably should just do country music. He'd probably be better at it.
So what about
man? Drummond better at shooting 3-pointers than he is at rapping.
That's cool. That's tough, man. That's tough.
It's hard, man.
No, but what was you about to say, Drew?
wasn't saying nothing.
I was about to say something else, but all right, man. You got any final words, Carl? This is CA3 Sports Talk, and everyone, we got CA3 Sports Talk in the building. Make sure you go to his channel. His link is in the description below. We did do a Pistons Center Court on Monday, talking about Westbrook and talking about some of the summer league again. So if you guys missed that episode, you definitely want to go on his channel. It's right in the description, so you can watch that episode, man.
Yep. I'm sorry I couldn't be on the show for very long because I had a Wi-Fi outage literally right in the middle of the thing. So like that's why I just went out. That's why I just left out in the middle of nowhere. So now I just sound like I don't sound that good. 'Cause I'm on my phone right now because I literally can't be on my computer because the Wi-Fi is gone. This is gonna be an interesting NBA season. I'm looking forward to it. NBA is finally balanced again. I'm looking forward to what the Pistons can do this year with their young talent. Hopefully they get some playing time, and and please like up the video and tune into all the fellow DSA members and shout out to DV as well. And thank you guys for watching. That's it.
Make sure if you guys aren't subscribed to Bravo 19. What Bravo?
1982.
Make sure you subscribe to Bravo 1982. That's who was just speaking. And Detroit Drew and 313 J-Mo at CA3 Sports Talk. And every other member from Choctaw Sports to Nomis to Luke G. if you want to see my actual video on what I think about the whole Russell Westbrook situation, I do have that video out. And all I gotta say is we'll see what happens. I would love to have Westbrook on the team. I'm just gonna be honest with it. So I would love to have D'Lo or Bradley Beal, but I don't think they're on the table right now. So um shout out to you, Vash Starwind, man. You cool too, man. I just think he will be the best point guard in the East, and this comes from a person who loves Kyrie. I'm a huge Kyrie fan, but he'll be the best point guard in the East, and we could actually make some noise in the playoffs. You never know, man. You never know what can happen in the playoffs. So it'd be nice to become competitive and relevant. If we don't, we'll be a 6 seed, 7 seed, fighting our way. Hopefully, we can win a playoff game. Sounding like Lions fans, but hopefully we can win a playoff game and make some noise. But the main thing, guys, the number one thing I want y'all to take away from this is Seiko need to play in the summer league. He playing with us right now. Can we get Seiko in the summer league balling, please? I'm hoping that he can play in the next game. I really want to see him play. I'm so excited. The main reason I was excited about the summer league was Kyrie Thomas, Fee, and Seiko. I expect the Bruce Brown to play well, like I said earlier. We need to see Seiko now. But that's all I got, man.
I was surprised you didn't promote the Kawhi video.
Hold on. You got me like, oh, guys. This is a video you guys have to check out. I actually did a very, very special and unique video for Kawhi Leonard going to the Clippers. Trust me, it's something that you definitely want to watch. It's very funny. You definitely want to watch that Kawhi video on my channel 313 JMO, man. That is gonna give you some laughs, and I'm telling you, that's how Kawhi really reacted to this whole situation. It's something you don't want to miss. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Yeah, that I forgot all about that, man.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here to hold it down for you.
Thanks for the plug, man. You're the real MVP.
So speaking of plugs, Instagram and Twitter are both in the description. Be sure to follow me both there. All the DSA members are in the description as well, so check out and follow those guys. Subscribe to them. They all have Twitter accounts as well. Final thoughts to close it out. It took Dwayne Casey like 6 or 7 years to make Toronto what they were. Give it time. Be patient with it. Trust Dwayne Casey. He's a good coach.
Is he though?
Yes, he is.
I'm starting Bruce Brown over Luke Kennard, but all right, I'm gonna stop.
Bruce Brown can play defense though.
Yeah.
We'll that's a topic for next week. How about that?
I do have a small something to close too. Piston fans, everybody in the community, they're really gonna be. It feels like they're depressed. We're not getting Russell Westbrook because he's going to Miami. We shouldn't have that feeling. If the guy goes to Miami, we can't do anything about it. And we should be positive. We still have a good team. We got a good chance at the playoff. Let's go, Pistons.
Alrighty, so there you have. This has been another episode of Pistons Center Court. Tune in next week. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we'll be on Troxel's channel. That I guess it's gonna depend if he's home, if his internet's working.
Or Noble Sports, possibly.
Or Noble might be getting on this wing. We'll don't worry. I'll give you guys a post, so stay tuned for that. You want to hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything like that. So I'll keep you guys informed. But with that being said, it's been real, and we'll see you peeps in the next one. Peace.